Hi again, Floricel here, an entrepreneur and digital strategist based in Manila.
Hello, my name is Jamie. I'm based here in Abu Dhabi. I'm a digital entrepreneur and a corporate secretary full time. Here we go
Welcome,
again, Al.
yes, welcome back to another episode of the Extraordinary Talk. Because today we're going to talk about fear, specifically overcoming fear of failure. Right? What do you think about our fear of failure, Jamie?
I think it's about time. Diba? We all want to change, but changing means facing our fears, right? So we all want to grow, to improve ourselves, to improve our lives. And for us to improve our lives, we have to face our fears kung ano man yan.
Mm.
So
And
today we're going to share yung mga tips natin.
yeah, or something that about overcoming it. Diba? So
Yes.
before that, nakalimutan ko, kumusta ka naman? Na-excite.
Sobrang excited, no? I am really blessed that I have a day to live in. I have family, I have work, I have friends that supports me. I have something to look forward to every single day. What about you, Elle?
Actually, ano no, what do you call this? Wonderful for you to be grateful of everything that you have. Kasi we tend to overlook what we have right now. Kasi ang dami pa nating gustong ma-achieve. But in order for us to, what do you call this? To have like a meaningful life, we have to be grateful of everything. Ayun, okay naman ako. Masaya naman. Genuinely na. Finally. So yeah.
Nakikita ko nga yung gulo mo ngayon. Like, you don't have to be with someone to be fully happy and know who you are. Like, you
Yeah.
don't need to have validation from someone. Wow.
Um,
Diba? Ganon.
yeah,
Ganon
absolutely.
tayo.
Kasi ako ngayon, parang nasa ibang level ako of being an unbothered queen. Wow, unbothered. It's like, kapag kunwari may naririnig ako or may nagagawa sa akin isang tao, hinahayaan ko na lang. Bye. I don't have time for this.
We don't have time for negativity and
Or like,
setbacks from people. Diba?
for necessary dramas. Like, actually,
Yes.
kapag yung tao nga, mas tinatanggal niya na yung presence niya sa buhay ko na ganun. Mas thankful nga ako kasi gumagaan. I don't need to do anything. It's you removing, alam mo na yun.
Mhm.
Yeah, so,
Na-feel ko before.
yeah.
Kasi I have friends before that hold me back. Alam mo yung friends that doesn't support
Yeah.
you. So, what you tend to do is, hinaantay mo yung validation na for them to support you on your dreams, on your goals, pero hindi yung mangyayari. Because some people will not be happy for you to succeed, but
Yeah,
some will be happy for you. So, you have to set a distance for you. Diba?
definitely. I like that. Wow, so are we gonna start na?
Yes. Ready na.
Yeah, speaking of failure, I believe that fear of failure is entirely internal. It's you na questioning yourself what you can do, diba? On something what you can do. Like, why do you know you can do it? Simply because you conceive it or you thought about the idea. Kasi it wouldn't be possible if you didn't think about it. Kasi let's face it, if you want to accomplish something in life, even something huge like building a business, a brand, or getting a new job, moving to a new city, which we all want, obviously, like losing weight. And the answer on how to do that is already out there. Diba? Alam mo na yun, nandun na yung question. You just have to face it. In fact, kunwari nasa harap mo na yung mga questions, I mean yung mga answers, you tend to alam mo na, parang nire-reject mo. Kasi, because we people think that trying two or three times and failing means or na failing na, means na mistake na yon. Well, it's not. But do you really expect to hit 1 million on your first day of launching your business? Di ba hindi?
No.
Right? So, no, we all know that. Unless you're Kylie Jenner na meron ng established brand name na, But most of us, right? So what if you went on, ano to, pumunta ka ng 9 job interviews, meron ka ng 9 job interviews, pero ni isa walang tumawag sa'yo. Ni isa walang rejection letter. Ni isa, wala lahat. Alam mo nang rejected ka. And usually, ang um, magiging reaction mo would be like, bakit hindi mo na itutuloy? Bakit pa ako mag-a-apply? Kasi na-reject na ako 9 times eh. But what if? Yung 10th job interview na yun is not just hindi mo lang napasa, but it is the perfect job for you. Diba? It is the perfect job for you. You wouldn't know kasi you were busy quitting. You looked into that 9 mistakes instead of you looking for that one success. Kasi to be honest, you need to have like sometimes you only need to be really amazing one time to get your big break. Diba?
True. Even Jack Ma said, he faced a lot of rejections before he started to build his own business. So we will fail a lot of times, and after that, with enthusiasm, yung try ka ng try until you find that success for you, it will be all worth yung mga failures natin in life. So lahat tayo, we will fail a lot in different times of our life.
Yeah.
For us to achieve yung greatness natin and yung purpose. But the problem is, diba, we are just too afraid nga to take that first step, to take that initial step. We are too afraid to step into the unknown and end up failing sometimes. Sometimes we just don't know where and how to start. We're lost sometimes, diba? Confused, thinking that this is all we will ever be. Naramdaman mo ba yun before? That you're too afraid to take that first step?
Yeah, actually, ano lang siya recently. I mean, last month, I was afraid to start this new brand kasi, I mean, I've been planning it for like a few months na, maraming months na. Pero natatakot ako i-start kasi I'm afraid of losing this amount of money na hindi siya i-work. But at the same time, naiisip ko, what if it will work? Diba? Sayang naman yung ano. So, yeah.
Take that first step. Even though you might never know if you will succeed, but at least you give it a try.
At
And
least
at
you
least
learn from it.
give your best.
Yeah.
Tama.
Kasi besides, what options do you have? Are you really going to go through every single day not trying to achieve your life stream? Diba? Kasi if you weren't willing to push through that fear of failure to get what you want, then you have to ask yourself, were you really passionate in the first place? Diba? So if you really want it, then you should be willing to sacrifice a lot. You should be willing to sacrifice everything.
Yes. And I've learned this. Make a decision that there's no other way but towards that path. Like you don't have any other plan but to be successful in this business. That's the only way. Right? Ganun ang naisip ko ngayon. Like you have this plan A. So you have to do everything to be successful in it. There's no other way. You don't have to go back. You don't have another choice but to be successful in this business because you don't want to go back to employment. Yun ang focus, diba? Focus for other business owners.
Yeah. Kasi besides, what options do you have, di ba? Yun nga yung sinabi ko. So, what's worse that could possibly happen? Ano pa ba yung mas worse na mangyayari if somebody says no to you or you end up losing a lot of money? You get embarrassed, di ba? All of these situations are like temporary. All of these hardships, feelings, they can all be fixed, di ba? So, it's actually extremely rare to take a risk that permanently scars you, diba? So chances are that thing that you want has much less consequences than nasa naiisip mo, diba?
Yes. If you two are feeling this way, katulad ng nafe-feel namin, that fear will never run out. But what we do is to step on it, face it head on. Kasi hindi naman tayo mawawalan ng fears eh. Diba? We have fear of being rejected, fear of the opinions of others. But what we do is to silence the negativity, the noises, and just do what we are supposed to do.
Yeah,
We will always be afraid of something.
that should
But
be
the good thing is, we can overcome it, right?
yeah. Kasi a common reason why people don't reach their full potential is that because of the fear of failure. Kasi bakit nga ba? Kasi this fear can stop people from applying for a new job, maybe a well-deserved promotion sa work, or sharing ideas sa ibang tao, or i-pitch mo yung business mo, di ba? I mean, business idea mo. Ano ba? Di ba? So, yeah, on the day-to-day level, it drives procrastination. Kasi after all, if you never finish the task, you can possibly be judged on it. So we tend to ano yun, hayaan mo na yan. Kasi kapag hindi ko naman tinuloy, walang masasabi sa akin yung tao. Or walang, alam mo yun, walang failure.
Yes. That's true. Totoo yan. Kasi a lot of times we have a tendency to question ourselves that, is it worth being rejected? Is it worth starting this business if the possibility of failing is bigger than being successful, diba? So it's a lot of risk, and failure is a part of being success. So walang nagiging successful na hindi nag-fail.
Yeah, actually, life is all about risk.
Yes.
If magre-risk ka sa business mo, go for it. Ang risk din, ang biggest risk actually, ay hindi pag-take ng risk. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Diba? So, you need to think na whether you're in the first few years of your success, one thing never changes. Rejection and failure. Diba? It can hurt, but yeah, you chasing the next high of success will always come up to your agenda. Yun yung nasa isip mo lagi. Successful ka na, di ba? For example, meron pa ring ano yan, problems, failures, di ba? So, it's always there. You just need to embrace the process for you to be able to learn.
Sabi nga nila, success is not a destination, it is the journey.
Yeah, I like that. I've heard about that a couple times. Pero yeah, for me, the first step in overcoming fear of failure is acknowledgement. Acknowledging that it exists. Diba? Kasi there will be no way for you to conquer the fear until it is done. Kasi as soon as you name a fear, kunwari, as soon as you name a fear, it loses its potency. For example, takot kang magsalita sa harap ng madaming tao kasi takot kang mapagtawanan. So na-name mo yun sa sarili mo. Alam mo yun yung kinakatakutan mo. So yeah, for you to be able to know, you need to face it. I mean, name it, diba? So once this is done, for me, the next step is to build confidence. Kasi it's connected. So kaya ako tinuloy. Kasi for me, a person without confidence will never succeed and will never overcome their fears. Kasi confidence is everything. Kunwari, meron one time, alam ko yung sa binibenta nilang phone, 'di ba, about the phone. Ang dami kong question pa rin just to see if the seller knows about it. To be honest, yung seller, hindi tama yung mga sinasabi niya, but he was so confident about it. So talaga mapapaniwala ka. So it made me wanna buy the phone. So confidence is actually everything, 'di ba? So but it often involves optimism, 'di ba? So optimism can be used with different methods such as self-talk ng kaya ko to, bongga, ang ganda-ganda ko, yung mga ganun. Diba? So another possible intervention to help with the fear of failure is to look at the benefits of failure. Parang, anong mangyayari sa akin kapag nag-fail to? You will learn, obviously, you will learn na hindi mo na uulitin yon, di ba? Kasi this is not something that appeals to most of us because we are so competitive. all of us, we are competitive by nature, di ba? And we always want to win. Kasi, kaya nga ayaw natin ng failure kasi we want to win. We want to show people we can do this. But it is important to remind yourself that failure creates opportunity to learn and to grow. So therefore, it does not always have to be seen in such a negative light. Diba?
I do agree. You have, yung sa sinabi mo nga that even though you don't have the knowledge or the background about the product, you have to be confident with what you bring in the table. Tama yun eh, kahit na wala kang alam about the business, but you have the confidence that you will be successful in it. I know for sure that you will be able to let the customer buy your idea itself because you are confident that what you're offering is what is the solution that the customer is looking into. So you have to be confident. Agree ako doon. So for me naman, yung what helped me to overcome my fear is yung being courage and to be honest with myself. Now, in order kasi for a change to occur, in order for me to start overcoming yung fear of failure, I must be first completely honest with myself, which is one of my biggest mistakes kasi I kept pretending that I was okay, that I'm okay playing small, I'm okay with what I'm currently having, diba? Not taking risk. I was too afraid to admit to myself that I was completely, you know, I'm a mess before, afraid that if the other people are telling me the negative opinions that you're not good, that you're not, you don't have any potential within you, you don't have greatness, that's what I believed into. And it took me a long time to finally realize that I will never be able to change my life if I'm not completely honest with myself about how playing small will just put negativity and will not help me in achieving the life that I want. And I know facing what you feel sometimes can be scary. We often think that if we just ignore what's really happening, yung playing small nga, that it will just go away. But in my experience, it doesn't. Yung noise mo sa sarili mo that, no, you're not just small. You're not just this little girl. You have a big dreams in you. And you have to just take ownership, believe in, and just take that courage that you can achieve anything that you put and set your mind into. And my number 2 is you aim for growth and not perfection. One of the things that kept me stuck at my desk job, kasi nandito pa rin ako sa desk job ko, is yung bang constantly living and need to strive for perfection. You see that a lot of people, they don't love their job. And they just feel that it's okay, it's a job that feeds me, it's a job that gives me a livelihood, it's a job that provides for my family. But sometimes, no, we think that we're so comfortable in it that it's the only life that we know. That if we took a step outside of our job, that we don't know how to start another life. So for me, staying there meant lesser chances of failing and a much larger chance for me to achieve yung perfection. And I wanted to leave a lot of people, they wanted to leave their job and do something that they love. But we were too afraid to take that risk because we knew that doing that also means making mistakes and failing. So I sacrificed a lot of growth and happiness just so I can continue my fantasy of always wanting to be perfect. And that was one of my biggest mistakes. So we all make mistakes, we all fail, but don't beat yourself up if hindi mo achieve yung goal mo. Let go of negativity and know that what matters is you learn from them. You grow from your mistakes. You keep moving forward. Even if you fail a lot of times, you keep pushing until you accomplish your goals. With all the stress, struggles, and chaos of life, sometimes the life brings to us. Self-care is crucial to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself. Just focus on your growth, and then don't also forget yung take care of yourself.
Yeah, I think it's something na connected to my to what I also do. Like
Yes.
every time, like you taking me or you taking a leap outside your or my comfort zone. Because if there's a side project at work that you're interested in, or you want to get involved in a skill now you want to learn, then go for it. Because you might fail at first. Speaking of failure, diba? That's great. Actually, that's great kasi you might fail at first. Um, you by stepping outside your comfort zone and just making mistakes, you will begin to associate failure with process. Kasi kunwari nasanay ka na sa failure. Wala na lang yan sa'yo eh. Parang, okay, part ito ng
Being
process.
confident.
Oo, di ba? Parang iniisip mo na, what's in it na tinuturo sa akin. You're gonna take note of it, diba? So another useful tool in overcoming fear of failure is to view the situation from a worst case scenario. Diba?
Wow.
Anong mangyayari kapag hindi ko to ginawa? Ay, kapag ginawa ko to, diba? And best case scenario too. Ano ding mangyayari kapag ano ba to? Ang hirap naman. So I mean, vice versa, di ba? Anong mangyayari? Anong magandang mangyayari kapag tinake ko tong risk na to? Di ba? So, looking at it from both sides will help you see the benefits of pushing ourselves or yourselves out of the comfort zone and just taking a chance to get that much further. So, di ba? So, yeah, you should embrace failure as part of the learning process. It's short, but there's you taking a leap outside your comfort zone.
For
Diba?
me, yes, totoo yan. So, ako naman, yung next ko is yung don't overthink. Stop overthinking. Don't be afraid to take
Yeah.
time. Diba?
Guilty
Sometimes we overthink too much and now we don't get to make a progress.
Yeah.
Life is too short. We're too young. So we have to take the risk. Kasi ngayon, we don't have a lot of responsibilities pa. We don't have a family of our own. So it's better to start that dream project or business at a young age. We fail a lot of times. And then later on, we will become more knowledgeable, more experienced, and taking risk, being facing failures is napaka-dali na lang nga, 'di ba? Magiging nab ka, sabi mo ngayon.
Your 20s, mas
Yes.
dapat dyan ka nag-explore. 20s, napaka-sacred. Dyan ka dapat natututo. You don't play safe in your 20s. That's where you learn the most lesson.
Yes, yes. And also, yun nga, yung remind yourself that every new day is an opportunity for you to better yourself. It's an opportunity for us to improve and change our life. Don't be afraid to try. Mas maganda yung nagtatry ka ngayon in your 20s, better than saying sorry when you're 40s or 50s. Sana pala, no, trinay ko. Sana pala ginawa ko yung best ko, di ba? Kaysa na mag-regret ka. Believe in what you can do now and give your best every single day. Just decide to try.
Yeah, I like that. Because the real consequence you have to watch out is you not achieving your goals. Diba? You
Yeah.
question yourself what ifs 10 years from now or 5 years from now. Of course, it's going to be hard na you achieving your goals, but if it were so easy na sobrang dali na, then it would be done by now. If everything were so easy na nasa life, if mas madali na lahat, sorry about that, it was a motorcycle passing by. So it were if it were easy, it would be done by now, diba? So if everything were so easy, you'd have everything you wanted and there would be no growth. There would be nothing left to do, diba? So don't mistake your journey for being the problem. There are many things to fear on the road to success, but if you don't get on that road, then you won't reach your destination. It's all part of it.
Success is a journey. Tama. It's all part of it.
Diba? So Yeah, kasi how could you fear failing when failing is so important to success? Ang dami kong kilala na nag-fail talaga. And
They feel big.
Kasi I don't care if you tried and failed a dozen times. Kasi those failures just told you what doesn't work, 'di ba? So now you have like you have 12 steps closer to finding out what does work. Na-mention ko na to kanina eh. So at least 'di ba, if hindi man mag-work, alam mo na kung ano yung mag-work next time. So it wasn't really a waste of time.
Alam mo na yung hindi mo gagawin next time at alam mo na yung gagawin mo para for you to achieve yung goal mo, yung objectives mo. Mas madali na lang for you for the following opportunity. Tama ba?
Yeah, kasi besides it's gonna be another story to tell na for example, you've been successful or na-reach mo na, kukwento mo yun sa mga tao, then it will serve as their inspiration, 'di ba? Si ganito ganyan it's normal, 'di ba? So you need to understand na you are not alone on this journey. Na yeah, if you only knew how many successful people face embarrassments, financial hardships, and physical setbacks, then yet these people are already famous or rich or successful, happy in life, 'di ba? Kasi in the long run, setbacks are nothing. They're nothing. Kasi those events were like little situations or
Setback.
yeah,
Yes.
little setbacks, blips on a big radar, 'di ba?
And also yung aking tinitake in, for me to overcoming fear of failure is yung being consistent. Yung bang reinventing yourselves daily is not an easy thing, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a quick fix. We should recognize that it is a process nga. It is important for us to be consistent in our daily habits. Now, if we want to change our life, we have to be willing to do the work, which is sometimes kinakalimutan natin, nakafocus tayo sa kung ano man yung gusto natin mangyari, which doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of hard work and persistence. Reaching our goals, becoming the best versions of ourselves, requires dedication and commitment and failing. So breaking yung bad habits and replacing them with new positive ones requires practice facing our fears every single day. So kahit ano man yung, sabi nga nila, we all start from zero. We all start from zero knowledge, but over through time, we get to learn what works and what doesn't work. It takes a lot of risk.
Yeah, what you said about consistency is very true. Kasi it's better to be consistent than to, kunwari, one day, ginawa mo 100%, tapos hindi mo na tinuloy the next day. Gagawin mo ulit siya after 5 days, 100% ulit. Tapos, kumbaga yung intensity, di ba? Ayan, may dumaan na naman. Motorcycle passing by. Consistency is better than the intensity of work that you're doing. Kasi consistency, it builds up discipline, right? So you just need to keep going. Actually, making mistakes and then learning from them allows growth and the ability to put success into perspective. Diba? So if we want to live to the fullest fullest life we can, we have to be willing to face the truth. We have to be willing to find out who we are or what we can do and just how much failure we can possibly take. That's for me.
Tama. Yes. Remember that if we want to reinvent ourselves and change our life, achieve our goals, we have to take that first step. That's which is a lot of people are afraid to take. Decide to even try. Embrace the process, embrace your change. Diba? Let go of that fear. Even though mahirap talaga, let go of that self-doubt, overthinking. Stop letting it control your life. Stop letting mistakes, failures control your life. Don't let it define what you're going to be in the near future. Don't let it stop you from becoming the best version of yourself, from
Yeah.
achieving the greatest purpose.
Don't let it stop you from having an extraordinary life. Ah,
Yes.
so yeah, that's it for our sixth episode number or seventh episode.
7.
Yeah, that's it for our seventh episode about overcoming fear of failure. Yeah, we hope you learned something new or something from us. And yeah, we actually have a Facebook community at the Extraordinary Thought and Instagram account.
We love to hear from you, your feedback on that Facebook community. Thank you, beautiful people, for being here with us, for listening. I hope you learned a lot. This has been a fun learning experience. See you on our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.